Now there were also two others, criminals, who were led out with Jesus to be put to death. And when they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified Jesus with one criminal on his right and one on his left. And Jesus said, Father, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. The crowd just stood idly by watching. And they were casting lots for his clothing. And the leaders came and scoffed at him, saying, "Hey, he saved others, let him save himself, if he's the Messiah of God, the chosen one." And the soldiers, they mocked him, coming up to him, offering him sour wine, and saying, "If you're the king of the Jews, save yourself." And above him was the inscription, "This is the King of the Jews." And one of the criminals that were hanged with him derided him, saying, "Hey, if you're the Messiah, save yourself and us." But the other criminal rebuked him, saying, "Do not fear God, for you are under the same sentence of condemnation, and we are condemned justly, for we are getting what we deserve for our deeds. But as for this man has done nothing wrong." And then he said to Jesus, "Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus said, "Today, this very day, you will be with me in paradise." Now it was about noon, and the darkness covered the land till about 3 o'clock, while the sun's light faded. And the curtain in the temple was torn in two. And Jesus cried out, "Father, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit." And he breathed his last. And the centurion, guarding him when he had seen everything that had taken place, he worshipped God. And he said, "Surely this man was innocent." And the crowd that had gathered there to see this spectacle, when they saw all that had taken place, they returned home beating their breasts in mourning. And his acquaintances, including all the women that had come with him from Galilee, they all were off at a distance, watching all these things take place. And there was a man, a good and righteous man named Joseph. And even though he was a member of the council, he did not approve of their plan or of their action. He was from the Jewish town of Arimathea. He waited expectantly for the coming of the kingdom. It was this man who asked Pilate for the body of Jesus. And he took it down and wrapped it in a linen cloth, fine linen cloth, and he laid him in a tomb that was hewn out of stone where no one else had ever laid. And since it was the day of preparation and the Sabbath was beginning, the women who had followed Jesus from Galilee now followed Joseph. And they saw the tomb and how he had laid him. And they went back and they prepared spices and ointment And since it was the Sabbath, they rested according to the commandment. This is the gospel of the Lord.